Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video we're going to be looking at a very critical level for Bitcoin, which is this 200 period moving average resistance on the weekly chart. That is incredibly important because we have never seen this in the history of Bitcoin ever before. Now, we have been above the 200 period moving average, and we have seen some wonderful retests, some wonderful test backs, which caused massive price swings to the upside. However, we've never been below the 200 period moving average, so it's scary to think what will happen next. And I'm going to be showing you just that in a second. However, guys, nothing in this video is financial advice. This is just my personal TA only, so make sure to do your own due diligence before trading or investing. It could be 100% right, it could be 100% wrong also, so I always recommend learning how to do your own TA and watching different analysts. And I did link up a video at the top right hand section, quick YouTube course on a few simple technical analysis tools that you could use to learn your own TA skills. However, this is very concerning because it aligns with a couple of different other things. Now, the first is, of course, we have this 200 period moving average support, which is again super crucial, because if we fall down from here, it would be pretty hard, because again, this is a very powerful indicator, especially on the weekly chart. The second thing is we're right now retesting back to this parallel channel that we have been forming since the 13th of June of last year. And now this is a very powerful parallel channel because again, we have been in it for such a long time, and the last time that we've came back to this resistance, we have fallen down pretty drastically. So this is not nice. Personally, I think that if we do fall from here, we could come back down to this level right over here, which I will explain in the shorter time frame because it'll make much more sense. So if we jump to the daily chart on Bitcoin, we can also see that there is a bearish divergence on the daily chart on the RSI. Now, this is super crucial because especially on the daily chart, RSI divergences work out very well. And we have a very big bearish one forming on Bitcoin, and this could cause the price to come back down. And also, guys, the stochastic is dropping to the downside as well, which is super scary. So we could see that bearish price movement in the short term as well. And when we're looking at the MACD, the bar graph looks like it's reversing. So does the MACD line. So this will be interesting to see what happens. But again, the price target I showed you just then was this support right here. So as you can see, we would also be forming a double top if that if we do fall down from here, and this price target here, the $21,650 price target, is the support for this double top. So this is a very important one, which we must be on the lookout for. But again, prior to reaching to this, the EMA ribbons are still below the price, so that would be our first very critical target, and then our parabolic SAR, which also aligns with this double top support as well. However, if we do break below, then my target is the $18,600 to the $18,200 range. That would be my personal target for Bitcoin. So it is looking super scary. But again, guys, before I continue, also I uploaded this interview which I made with Coin Bureau. It was a fabulous interview. It talks about, there's a lot of interviews with Coin Bureau out there, but on this one, he does talk about how he started his channel, top tips for success, and how to start your own crypto journey. So it's definitely a one that I would recommend to watch. The people who've watched it absolutely loved it, so make sure to do check it out. And also, guys, the charting platform I use is TradingView, and with this link you can get up to $30 put towards your new plan, which is awesome. And also with this link you can have access to my completely free alpha Telegram channel, which I do updates before I upload videos, just because it's easier. And as you guys can see, I did do an update here that we were breaking below this 4-hourly ascending triangle that I did mention in the last TA update. So this was very crucial. I talked about the targets in the last video, so you can watch that. However, very quickly, I do think we can retest to this 50 period moving average support right here, which we're on the way to be doing so. However, guys, if I look at the S&P, now in the last video, I did say that the S&P could retest back to this 50 period moving average if we break below this parallel, downward sloping channel that we had been forming, which it's exactly doing right here. We did break down and we're heading towards this 50 period moving average. And this is not good, of course, because this is reflecting on the price of Bitcoin, as the stock market is currently proportional with Bitcoin to some extent. However, we could be forming this head and shoulders pattern that I've also been talking about. So boom, So I would be waiting until we reach this 50 period moving average and to see if we will bounce from this trend line here or the period moving average, and then we come back up to form a head and shoulders pattern, upon which that would also be a bigger catastrophe. Because if we jump to the weekly chart, this trend line has been existing for a very, very long time. Now, if we retest and then with bullish volume we come back up, of course, that is beautiful. But if we break back inside, then that would be a bit of a catastrophe. But again, this parabolic SAR support at $3,800 is a very, very important one. Now, before I end off, I will be looking at the DXY, because as you guys know, the DXY is inversely proportional to the price of Bitcoin, meaning when the DXY increases, Bitcoin decreases. So we're currently at this, EMA resistance over here that we're trying to break above, but I personally think we won't be, because we have this doji candle, and we do have 3 days and 8 hours for this candle to close. However, this does currently look like a reversal candle, but again, it could change in the next 3 days, so we will be looking at that. And also, this is the target, this is the resistance for the left shoulder that we've been forming in this massive head and shoulders pattern, which could cause the DXY to come back down to this 101 level. And if that happens, then yes, Bitcoin will have a mini rally, because again, it's inversely proportional. But again, it's a very, very important place to be looking out for on the DXY. But guys, on a good note, we are forming this inverse head and shoulders pattern also on the price of Bitcoin, which some traders have been talking about. Yes, this is a bullish pattern, but personally on Bitcoin, I don't think it works out too much with my experience, but because this is a more of a macro chart, it could. Again, we'd have to get above this 200 period moving average, which we could just blast through to get to this next level of support at $28,652, which we have multiple retests back to. So that could happen, but personally, I would be wanting a break above, retest, and then with volume push to the next level here. But again, this inverse head and shoulders also has a target of, you just measure basically the head, the height of the head, and then you place it above the breakout. Yeah, that would give us some crazy target, which I think is super ambitious. But again, we should be focusing on, in my opinion, this $28,600 target and the $31,600 target. But guys, that is it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to turn on that notification bell, because you want to be updated as soon as I post these, because the markets can move very, very fast. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video, hopefully tomorrow. So take care, and bye-bye.